Joining me is YSRCP Chief as well as former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Jagan Mohan Reddy. Sir, you're in the national capital. You have a booklet in hand, a display of the alleged political violence in the state of Andhra Pradesh. But your political opponent and the party in power Andhra Pradesh is saying that many of these cases are cases of personal animosity, and TDP workers have been also attacked since the elections have been over.
Your good name?
Amit Bhardwaj.
Amit, the most important fundamental question one should ask anybody. You have come here. You and your colleagues, all of them are here. You have seen this photo gallery for yourself. You have seen these ghastly incidents, the photographs of all these incidents. You have also seen the video clippings of these ghastly incidents which have taken place. All these incidents which have taken place in this period of this 45 days, these are the photographs, these are the video clippings that are being displayed. Now you tell me in a democracy, can something like this be permitted? A chief minister's son, who is Nara Lokesh, he is also a minister in the state cabinet. He holding this red book, which in his own words has got various names of various people that he wants to take revenge on. And in this red book, with him holding this red book, he actually makes copies of this photograph, converts them into hoardings, and literally pastes these hoardings all over the state. Now you tell me one thing. Chief Minister's son, who is also a minister, displays this red book, makes hoardings of them, puts them across the state. Now, what kind of a message are you sending to the police? What kind of a message are you giving to the officials? You're literally telling them that we are going on rampage, we will attack people, we will vandalize properties, we will assault them, we will also kill them. Police are supposed to be mute spectators. And with him sending this kind of a message, now every village at every level, they have started opening up their own red books. So at your level, you are doing red book governance. At every village level, your sympathizers are doing their level red book governance, ultimately translating into these kind of numbers. More than 30 people dead, more than 300 cases of attempt to murder, more than 560 properties, private properties vandalized, more than 490 government properties vandalized, more than 1,000 cases of assault, vandalism taking place. More than 2,700 families were forced to leave their villages. And even now, cops, rather than giving protection to the villagers of the opposite party, are asking those villagers to go out of the village. That is the plight of Andhra Pradesh. Now, you have seen for yourself this ghastly incident which have taken place, a video clipping which has been displayed. You can actually see in this, the hand of the victim also cut off from his body, lying right beside his body. Broad daylight, somebody is attacked like this with knives, killed like this. And this person whom you see in this photograph is the person who killed that boy. and he is feeding the MLA's wife a piece of cake. No cases registered on the MLA's wife. This is this boy who was killed, the other boy. This is the MLA. No cases registered on the MLA either. Worse off, you're booking false cases on the victims. MP is not permitted to tour his own constituency. Our Lok Sabha floor leader Mithun Reddy was attacked in his own constituency while he was touring his own constituency, while he was visiting the house of another ex-MP, a Dalit leader, who also happens to be residing in his own constituency, Pungalore. While he was in his house, a Dalit leader's house, who's also a lawyer, his house was geared out. Cops ensured that YSRCP sympathizers are no longer or not there present anywhere. MP's house was geared out. The MP's car, Redappa's ex-MP's car, was set on fire. His house was pelted with stones. Mithun Reddy's cars were all destroyed. You've seen in these photographs councillors running for their lives where people were stabbing the councillor. As of yesterday, as we speak, yesterday, in Pedakurupadu constituency, the Agriculture Market Committee chairman, while he was in his car, was pulled out of his car. Both his hands and legs were fractured. With iron rods, he was hit. And while as we speak, today he is undergoing a surgery. This is the plight of affairs in Andhra Pradesh. Now you tell me, are all those clippings that are displayed, what do they indicate? You have seen for yourself all these photographs of the photos that are displayed. You have seen for yourself the video clippings that are displayed. Now you tell me, how can one falsely accuse the other while you are the one who's actually going about making hoardings like this with a red book, giving instructions to your cadre and to the government officials and to the police. While you're doing everything this way, you accuse the other, pointing fingers at them. I mean, there's got to be some element of some kind of stoppage to this madness. But today they are in power. Yesterday we were in power, tomorrow we will come back to power. But that doesn't mean that people in power can behave so barbarically, can do these kind of things. And one should condemn this. In fact, the whole objective of this photo gallery protest, inviting every party in the parliament, including BJP, including Congress, including every party, including every media house, every journalist, to come over here displaying these photographs, for them to actually see for themselves those photographs and the video clippings, be convinced with what is happening in the state, and requesting them for a voice out. Because if you do not do so, if you still yield to the false propaganda and not make your comment and not condemn these incidents, still point fingers at the other party, then there is no democracy which would be prevalent.
While you rightly say that there's no space for political violence in democracy, the TDP is also putting out lists that so many TDP workers were attacked during your regime, and so much so that ahead of the elections, Chandrababu Naidu, the chief of the TDP, who is now chief minister, was arrested in cases, and the Supreme Court had given him relief. So do you see a cycle of violence, beginning in the state of Andhra Pradesh?
So basically in our regime, TDP people were never attacked like this. Never did we give out these kind of hoardings with red books. Neither did we maintain these kind of red books to attack people. In fact, our regime was so gracious that we had a village secretariat present for every 2,000 houses. We established those village secretariats in every village. And for every 60, 70 houses, we had established a volunteer system put in place. We had established and we had ensured that every scheme is delivered even to those people who have not voted for us. Door delivered to every house. We were that gracious, including people. Never have we encouraged such kind of behavior by anybody.
You've invited India Alliance partners here, India Alliance MPs rather, not partners so far. But you have been supporting the BJP in the past on the floor of the House on several issues, including Delhi Services Bill. Number one, do you regret being with BJP, supporting the BJP in the past? Number two, what are you seeking from the Home Ministry while you are in the national capital?
This is not the question of who is who. This is a question of attack on democracy. We have given these invites to everybody, to Congress, to BJP, to every regional party as well. And I am thankful for all the regional heads that they have sent their representatives, that they have voiced, they have seen what has happened, and they have voiced their concern. That should be the spirit of democracy. In a democracy, this kind of madness should not be supported just because somebody is an alliance partner or just because somebody is part of them. Yes, we had asked for appointments as well. We've asked the Honorable Prime Minister for his appointment as well. We've asked the Honorable Home Minister also for his appointment. We've also asked for an appointment from the Honorable President of this country as well. And yes, given time, given the opportunity, we would definitely represent to them as well in person, also showcasing the plight of Andhra Pradesh. See, the fact is we have invited them. He had all the room, he had all the opportunity to come here and to see for himself what has happened here. And he had all the opportunity to make a comment on this, condemning what has happened. He had all the opportunity, but yet, for some strange reason, because he's already in close tie-up with Chandrababu Naidu, unfortunately, Chandrababu Naidu is playing both games, both sides. That is the reason why these people chose to blindly support him, even though he's not, these kind of ghastly incidents took place, which is not right.
VCK's invite to India bloc, then if you're saying that Congress...
I condemn both BJP, I condemn both Congress as well. Both of them should have come. They should have sent their representatives and they should have condemned this act. This is not something which is to be appreciated or which should be supported. Both of them are at fault. And I'm thankful to all the regional parties who have made it, irrespective of whom they belong to, irrespective of whom they're supporting to. I'm thankful that way. And I'm condemning both the parties, that this is not in a democracy. If तुम्हारा साथ रहे तो ठीक है, कुछ भी करे. तुम्हारा साथ नहीं रहे तो वो कुछ भी करे, वो गलत है. That is the wrong attitude.
Budget which was tabled yesterday, Chandrababu Naidu and TDP are claiming that they've gotten huge, bonanza from the central government to boost the economy of Andhra Pradesh. How do you see those claims? Because they are also targeting your governance of the 5 years.
No, Arvind, basically you need to understand one thing. Whether central government gives 15,000 crores, Chandrababu Naidu will not be satisfied and it will not suffice him. Or central government gives little more also, they will not be satisfied. Because the kind of amount that Chandrababu Naidu requires is more than 1.5 lakh crores per annum to fulfill his false promises, what he has made in the manifesto. Knowing very well that these are beyond anybody to fulfill. Yet he lied during the course of elections and he incorporated those as his promises in manifesto, which alone will take more than 1.5 lakh crores of rupees to actually fulfill the requirements of his promises made in the manifesto. He knows very well that this is not possible. So this is the first time you are seeing in the state of Andhra Pradesh where Chandrababu Naidu is scared to even present the budget. And a budget is supposed to be provided for 12-month period. Can you believe the state government chose to actually extend vote on account budget for another 4 months, which is actually meaning to say for next, that is in a 12-month period, 7 months is going on vote on account budget. He does not even have the guts to actually produce a full-fledged budget, which is for 12 months, because he knows very well that the moment he does produce a full budget, then automatically he would have to provide for all these schemes which have been mentioned in the manifesto. And if those schemes are not provided for in the budget, then it would lead to unrest. People will hit the roads, people will start questioning him, and because he does not want these questions to come up by the people, he is resorting to these barbaric acts, trying to create fear psychosis.
Are you seeking MHA probe? You are showing these visuals. Are you seeking MHA probe as well?
Pardon me?
Are you seeking MHA probe as well because you are showing?
No, we are asking the central government to literally central government and every party in the parliament protesting them. In fact, every party who had come here condemned these incidents. Because if these incidents are not condemned, then democracy will not prevail. Not only by the parties, but also by reputed media houses, as well as reputed journalists such as yourself, should also condemn these instances, these incidents, whomsoever does it.
Thanks a lot for speaking to India Today. With video journalist Nasir, this is Amit Bhardwaj reporting for India Today from Delhi.